Ooh, too early. It's like it's too early.
Say
No,
hello.
he called me. He called me. I just don't know if they can hear us. If you can. Hi, everyone. Welcome to D&D Play 20. My name is Mariana, or Vagabunda, or as you can see, Kick Butt DM, and I will be obviously your DM for today. We are a bunch of really cool people that love to play D&D, and we have a great community. What are you laughing at?
We're cool. You're kinda cool.
Lol. And we will love to share this campaign with you guys. It's called Legends of Methis, and it is a homebrew campaign of mine in the homebrew world of yours truly, and where we have a group of 4 companions. Yes, 4. I have to play one of them, and where they are fighting and struggling with several forces at the moment. If you don't mind introducing your characters and yourselves, and then we will get straight to the recap. Actually, before we do we have subscriptions this week?
I don't know.
Jinx.
Jackson.
Nope.
Nope. Great, no
Ooh.
rerolls for you.
Dun dun dun.
Let me reroll. Let me subscribe.
Oh.
I'm still subscribed.
Oh, so who will we start with today? Jonathan,
Yeah.
introduce yourself and your character.
So I'm Jonathan. I'm playing Lorcan. I always get it wrong. Brass strike bronze? Brass?
Brass, I believe.
Brass. Oh, that's fine.
Confuse me. The Dragonborn. And having fun with Nexus along the way.
I play Nexus to everyone who doesn't understand that at the start of each session. It's me.
She's his bromance.
I'm his bromance. Yes, I am. Right. And now we have. What class do you play?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a fighter.
Brilliant. Thank you. We'll pass it on to Peter.
Hi, I'm Peter. I play Cinder, who is a Fearbold Divine Toe Sorcerer.
I love how you
I said Divine Toe, and you didn't even catch it. Wow.
Oh, I heard. I thought you said.
I think we heard what we wanted to hear.
Yeah.
I was more impressed that you got most of it right.
So,
Toe.
I seem to be falling apart at the seams, and that's about it. I'm dying.
Right.
I'm gonna die.
He is diseased, but we are taking care of that.
Amazingly enough, this character has lasted longer than any of my others, and this one has been dying the whole time.
Surprising, isn't it?
Mm.
That's your cue. You have to make characters that are dying, and they will survive.
It's a good idea.
You might be onto something, though.
Finally, Raza.
Huh? Oh, Raza. Yeah, that's me. Hi.
Should I call you Raymond?
Anyway, we're moving past that. Hi. I play Nyx. You may know me from other games as the Tronic DM, but here I'm Little Miss Pussy Boots, and I'm here to make sure these ragtag group of misfits don't get lost or fall into a ditch or perish in some weird way. I'm looking at Cinder. She's actually right now working on a way to save him. Their current mission involves helping him and Nexus in the current predicament.
Right.
And she's out of his rock gnome halfling.
There you go.
Alchemist.
All right.
And she's got something going on with Nexus.
We're moving on.
According to some, Nexus is a very given person.
Yeah, person. Don't want to know what that means.
Right. As per usual, I will give the players a chance to earn a reroll point by doing the recap. Who wants to do the recap other than
Nope.
me?
Nexus just jumped.
If nobody nobody wants to do the recap other than Nick,
Who's other?
then I will do the no. Nix, you can do the recap.
So, welcome to Nix's Corner, where she records everything that happens to this, again, this ragtag group of misfits. Latest development was that they escaped an angry mob that was brought up by a demon. Woo!
Oh, yeah.
Washing up on the waters below and getting pulled out of the bag of holding, the group decided to head in the direction of the wastelands via Carolon, because Nyx received visions that might be the best way to help Nexus and Cinder with their condition, which is turned into Weird Snake Man. Actually, Cinder's condition, it's the same disease, but it has a different effect on him. Different symptoms. They spent a lot of time trying to gather supplies. And I believe, rest in peace to all the grungs out there, one of them was hunted down by Nexus, much to Nexus' horror. No one believed her that it was an actual humanoid. They kept calling it a frog.
Yeah,
It's not a frog. It's just a frog. And yeah, they continued on their journey forward. And as they did, they came across a very strange predicament, which involved a mage, a little dragon, or pseudo dragon, a pair of rotten hands, and a water elemental, which sounds like the start of a very bad. They walk into a bar kind of, or into a tavern kind of joke, but without being able to communicate well with the elemental, they joined the fray, as they usually do, and they had to unfortunately put down the elemental and the hands, which Nyx found really revolting and destroyed them as soon as she could. Yeah, and then the mage turned out to be first Nyx mistook him for the actual god of deceit or lies, but he turned out to be his disciple. And he was after something that had to do. The elemental had tried to stop him doing something, and he thanked us for helping him. And we were like, I'm not sure what we did. Not sure if it was a good thing or a bad thing. And he almost turned on us, but Nyx managed to defuse the situation. And that was quickly turned on his head when he came back because he forgot what he was after, and then Cinder proceeded to slap him with Chill Touch, and then Nyx got chilled to the bone because he did a cone of coal to repay that kindness. I do believe Nexus sneezed on him, and then he sneezed on us, and Nyx paid the price. But she was fun. She rolled a nat 20.
Yeah.
she thought out quite quick. And then they took watch. And I do believe that's where we left it off. Unless I'm forgetting something in my notes. But we will find out what happens now as they continue their journey.
One of the viewers gave our DM disadvantage.
Oh, that's a shame.
It was advantage.
You'll say advantage on that.
You gave her advantage, Peter.
Oh no! I hit the wrong button. Oh well, I guess I gave her advantage.
I don't believe you. He's like, oh no! Wrong button! Oh, that's nice. You can't complain, no one gives you anything anymore. Kick by the DM. Okay. Oh yeah, that's all on Nyx's notes.
That's brilliant. So, I will award you your reroll point. There.
Yay.
And I guess we will start today's session. If I remember correctly, Nyx had the last watch. So,
Yes.
before your last watch, Nyx, You are asleep. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Is this a magical effect?
Yes.
I have advantage. Dice. Hmm. That's not bad. That's terrible, so that's good. That's advantage. And that was it was a wisdom save, right?
Yes.
15.
So you are peacefully asleep. Despite the cold, you had managed to uh, make sure that everybody had some semblance of warmth by having the fire and all of you laying around it. And you're peacefully asleep until you sense a presence in your mind.
Oh no.
And for the first time, you see, and this close to you, a pair of eyes, a of red eyes that you are very familiar with. As it zooms out from the smiling eyes, you recognize a blue, bold gent with a relatively big head.
Does he have red eyes?
Yes, he does.
A big head, that's my son.
Have we met this person?
No,
No, it's my
but
thing.
you have seen him depicted.
No book.
Oh damn.
In our book,
Do we have a picture?
Yes,
Yes.
I am doing that.
there's.
Oh no. I've forgotten who he
No,
is.
no, 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 no.
He is
E.
a god.
I just love that.
God of invention, Dylan. For those of you who haven't.
I want one of those flying things.
You see him. And you see him smile as if down at you. And then he reaches a hand at you. And from his wristband comes out a little prickly thing. And you feel it touch you. And it's just
Oh.
like a prick on your forehead. And suddenly, you look down and you're seeing through his eyes.
Okay. Were we doing this whilst we were asleep or awake?
She's asleep.
She's asleep.
And you realize you're seeing through his eyes. And it takes you a minute to adjust. And you see there's like, he starts moving his hands. You are merely a passenger. And as he does, suddenly he's in this underground lab. Massive, incredible inventions displayed all over, and an even bigger discarded pile. You see him working, carving something into metal. And take a step back, put hands on the hips and look at it proudly. It is a massive, colossal machine. You see him press a button down the center, and it shrinks to a medium size, starting to move. You see him proudly look at it. And press another button, and it stops. Suddenly, you hear a giggle from behind. You turn, and he turns. Where are you hiding, little cogwheel? And you see him turn and find this tiny Vidalcan child, giggling as he picks her up and sits her on the desk next to where he works. Do you like him? What shall we name him? My dear little cogwheel. As she looks up, you see him giggle, her giggle. with a plushie that doesn't look soft, looks like metal. But the way she squeezes it, it is clearly malleable. And then you hear her speak, but you don't hear what she says. And he looks at it. I like it. It shall be named. You will one day you will grow to be a very fine lady, called William. As he ruffles the girl's hair. Short hair. You feel a sense of pride. And suddenly, again, something about that face, something about those eyes you recognize.
On the child or on the guy?
Of the child. Nix, you suddenly get again see a weave of hands as you watch now a figure you definitely recognize. But you're watching it from above, from high up in the sky, with the same sense of pride. 1 second.
I thought she was talking to
No!
the mumbling
I
puzzle.
have it.
Stand by for this visual.
Stand by because I have it here, but I apparently don't.
Oh. Is it?
I have it, and you can sign.
Stand by.
Stand by. Oh boy, why is this happening to me again? Nothing is showing to you guys, is it?
Ooh.
Oops. 1 second.
Meanwhile, what are we doing? Are we all just sleeping still?
No, one of you is on watch.
Who's on watch at the moment?
Whoever was on second watch.
I can't remember.
I think I was first watch.
Possibly
I think it would
Locke.
be. Hi. Is she starting moving in her sleep? Is she being noisy?
No, she's peaceful.
Oh, okay. So there's nothing wrong there.
No. I believe it was
Believe what?
this person you have met before.
A mage.
Not just any mage.
Great.
The mayor of Swiona.
Oh, yeah, no, she isn't. Wait, no, it's not that.
Yes, you have.
She's probably.
You get the sense that the same sense of pride, yes.
Of man, of her.
Yes, as you felt so that when he talked to that little girl, you feel like it's the same person.
Wow.
And
Okay.
you see her pray. And as Dylan moves down to approach and clearly give guidance, he says, "How are you, Mr. Copper? How is my beautiful daughter?" As far as Nix knows, there is no recorded children of Dylan. Now, again, the scene changes back to a memory of Dylan. You see him take little Cogwheel with him to test out this new invention, this massive machine, whose outline you slightly recognize. You see him press the buttons, and it once again grow to a colossal size. Out in the country, in a vast plain, suddenly turns, and these massive, from the arms, massive laser beams start to shoot out at a repeated pattern.
Oh.
In the space of seconds, The entire plains has become a farmable land,
Farmable.
all in rows.
Oh.
It's been plowed.
Perfectly, with miles of it at once, within seconds.
Wow.
He smiles proudly and shuts the machine down and says, "With this, there shall be no more hunger for those small villages that struggle."
That was the Colossus that did that? The machine?
The machine. And I have a little gift for all your help building this little machine. Here. And he pulls into, he creates a little portal that he puts his hand through and pulls out this puppy, this white-winged little puppy wolf.
Oh.
It shall be yours through your life.
Baby Fang.
Its features similar to Fang's, but not quite his. You shall care for it, its children, its grandchildren. How many lives? They live less than you, so take good care of them.
Oh.
As he ruffles the little girl's hair. Once again, we move scene. This time, a dark, dark place. The land scorched, destroyed, countless body parts more like sprayed around for miles and miles. Dylan, you feel through him a sense of astonishment, fear, hurt. You see as he manages to materialize a hand just long enough to press the button that stops it. You see him turn finally to face this has a large tiefling-like man with fiery hair leads a war effort frontline by this machine.
Which machine?
The
Delvin's
Colossus.
machine.
Really?
I will show to you the one here.
Don't have a picture of the machine, do you?
No, that is not for me to show you yet. You see his terror at what his creation could do. Finally, one last memory. You see Delin consoling a beautiful water genasi woman, crying, bawling, weeping. He hugs the poor woman, trying to console her, brushing her wavy, watery hair, promising to find a way to seal a soul whilst she searches for a solution.
Save a soul.
Seal
Oh, save a soul.
a soul. She screams in pain. He feels the same. He feels that pain. You feel part of it. And it's mind-blowing how much pain this woman is going through. And with that, you see him look out into the distance, into that scorched land, now blackened, with a heavy heart, and pull away from you. That you slowly start to
she will blink back tears that she didn't know she was that she didn't know she had. Tears that are not quite her own after seeing what she saw. And she'll take a moment to compose herself to kind of like roll up on her sleeping bag, and she
Yes,
will.
Lorcan would have been coming to wake you.
I should have sat up just in time for him to kind of wake her up.
You're awake, are you? Everything alright?
Yeah, it's not just. I need to write it down. I'll tell you about it later. It was a bit of a weird dream.
No, I hope it wasn't like a nightmare sort.
No, it was sad, but it wasn't. No. Anything
Someone
happened?
drink your beer?
She looks towards the necklace. No, not this time.
I was going to say that's not a bad dream then. It's still got beer, then it's still good.
Because, are you okay? Do you need a drink? I got some in my alchemy jar.
Oh no, it's alright. I've been up too long. It's still the morning. Don't offer it to Nexus, he'll accept it.
Methis snores.
Oi, get up you!
Huh.
And I throw like a pack at him.
What? I have no watches today. Sure.
It's morning, you fool.
No, you would have been waking up next to the last watch. You're going back to sleep.
If he's snoring, I'm still gonna throw some down.
Okay.
Who's next?
So Nyx is gonna
Nyx
go.
is going to do the last
I'm
one.
gonna go sit up and take a look, and well, I guess this would be the moment where while she was doing something special, she would have wrote it down.
What happened?
What happened, and then she would have decoded the journal.
Yeah, we already rolled for that. I have all that
Yeah.
written down. Right.
Can they roll perception, please?
You asleep?
Yeah, I'm asleep, but roll perception, Lorcan and Nyx and
Nexus.
Nexus.
Ask roll perception. I
What is
misunderstood.
happening?
Good
You
question.
hijacked your game.
You're hijacking my game. You're having a dream too, you know.
11 plus what's
What am I rolling? Deception.
perception?
Oh, perception. I was gonna say, who am I trying to throw?
18.
You notice that Cinder's eye patch is off and on his pillow, but his eyes are closed
Oh, true.
Nice.
as he's sleeping.
So Nyx avoids looking at the eye.
Nice.
Sees the outline, just looks away.
Right. Lorcan, you go back to sleep, correct? Okay.
Is my bedroll next to him?
No.
Good.
Is Nexus?
So the way I envision it, you have the campfire, right?
Yeah.
And there's 4 of you, like in a square around it. So you have Nexus, Nyx, Lorcan, Cinder. So Cinder's head would be closer to the feet of Nexus, yeah.
Ah.
Right. Anyway, Lorcan, you fall back asleep.
Okay.
It's easy enough for you to do. You are tired. It had been a slow, grinding day. At first, you're sleeping peacefully, and then suddenly, it's like you're dreaming, but it feels very real to be a dream.
Really?
You're walking, and it's foggy to the point that you can barely see in front of you.
Oh no.
You're walking through this fog, and you start to smell blood.
Blood.
You recognize the path you've been walking. You've walked this path before. You know that you heard of the countless attacks on dragonborn caravans up and down the 7 cities. You were lucky enough that on your way to Swiona, you just ran by a long, clear aftermath of such an encounter. The fog slowly starts turning into smoke. The smell of burning flesh and blood affronts your nostrils. This is fresh. This is very fresh. You continue to walk. Smoke starts to itch at your throat until it starts to part. You start to see dragonborn dead on the floor to your left and to your right. Guards, mostly at first, then a few women, then a pair of kids. As you look up from these mangled bodies, the fog parts. There is a woman with her back to you, long white hair, a sword, great sword on her right hand, dripping. You can't tell exactly what. She turns to look at you, red eyes glaring, looks directly at you before briskly turning around. I would like you to do me a con save, and I will show you what you saw. That's the woman you saw.
Mysterious woman. Huh.
I'd like you to do me a con save.
Yep.
That's good.
Con.
What is she wearing there? Red dress or armor?
11.
Armor. 11. You wake up draped in sweat. It's terrifying what you saw. Bear in mind, though, that this would have been at the end of the night. So as everybody is waking up, I still need to tell Cinder what he dreamt of. So whatever you guys play here, careful. But yeah, Nick, you would have noticed how he woke up.
I should do something now, or is
Yeah, you
Cinder?
can role play a little bit before I move on to Cinder.
She'll come over to see Lorcan. He just goes, I think you'd be needing this now. And she pulls out her alchemy jug with beer in it.
Yeah, that was a bad dream.
And
I don't know what it was.
she unstops it and like pours in the drink.
Beer or whiskey?
What do you want? I think I can only do beer for now.
Alright, that'll do it. He'll take it.
Because
Down it in one.
Hmm.
I don't like this.
yeah, it's like a tap. Just pour. Because what happened?
I don't know. I just had an awful night. There's dead dragonborn all over the place and these bright red eyes.
Those bright red eyes. Who cares?
I don't know, there was a lady. I didn't see her face today.
Never seen her before, I take it.
No, I don't know her. But just she turned around and looked, and then I woke up. As you know, I woke up kind of. Well, I was fine. I don't know what you're talking about.
She goes, I'm gonna leave my alchemy jug here.
Thank you. I will use that throughout the day. That will definitely cheer me up.
30
That's,
gallons
She
of
looks
beer.
at she goes, I won't tell, she points in the direction of Nexus, who's I assume snoring loudly again.
Does he know that's like the ability?
No.
Good. Good. Very good. Oh, very, very nice.
Right. With that, Cinder. Let's double check I have the stupid thing
What? Don't whisper.
here. No, I just need to.
She's finding it.
I'm making sure I have everything I need, but I clearly don't.
Mysterious woman, eh?
Mysterious.
Sure.
Evil woman. Ah,
Cinder scratches himself where his
Right.
eye is.
Okay. Not sure what to say there. Alright. Let me double check that this is working because it didn't work for the first time and it made me very upset.
Stand by for your vision.
Yeah, stand by for your vision because stupid things. Aha! Okay. Let me put this in because it's glitching for me again. Despite you guys have seen this before. Right.
Ah.
Right. So, Cinder,
Yes, ma'am.
you are peacefully asleep if you've been dreaming about stuff you don't quite recall what, because suddenly the only thing you see is darkness. When you're standing there, curiously, your body feels healed like it used to be. And in front of you materializes this creature.
Uh-oh.
Wow. Hello. How are you?
Oh
Okay, I'm going to bed now.
You are asleep.
Oh.
no.
Um. Hello. I think I've seen you before.
Why, of course. I'm very impressed.
Okay, can I just say you're too good with that voice right now?
I've got that listen on. I'm edging away from her right now.
You done a good job. And the proposal for you.
Okay.
Do you like the new body?
I'm sorry, could you
Why?
speak up a little bit?
And your body.
I say that to the Naga.
Oh, you say
My
that to her.
my ears are full of death.
How would you like a new body that is not betraying you?
Oh, that would be kind of nice. Can it like have a six pack and good biceps and maybe all these pustules not be there?
Well, there'll be no posture.
No six-pack.
All you have to do is swear you will call upon me once on my command. Do you agree?
Call upon you when you command?
I will speak once to you when I need to be called forth. You have to swear to call my name when I call upon you.
What will happen if I do that? Aside from me getting a new body, of course, because, my body isn't that bad. It just needs a little cleanup.
He smiles. You will be spared, but you will summon do this one.
I'll be spared?
Of course.
What about my friends? Wherever they are.
He smiled. If they do not interfere, I shall spare them.
Well, I would like to see Nyx and Lorcan spared, but you can have Nexus. That's fine with me.
Her smile widens. Do we have a deal?
You know, if you were offering more, maybe, but I'm sorry. I don't know what your motives are. You seem perfectly fine, a little spooky voiced and stuff, and you have a beautiful purple hue to you, and I do like purple, don't get me wrong, but I don't know. This is kind of iffy to me, and
I will flush you. I shall show you.
When
What
will I get the
will
body?
happen? Sorry?
When will I get a new body?
I can tell you when to go. When you make the sweat.
But I have no idea if you're actually going to follow through. I mean, I got nothing. You're just coming to me in a dream and saying, hey, I'll give you this if you call my name, but I'm getting nothing for proof.
Nice.
You'll have to trust my word, like I will have to trust yours.
You know what? My parents
Yes,
taught me that always have something for collateral. You know, that's a nice necklace you're wearing. Can I have the necklace as collateral?
He smiles, looks down. I'll give you one of my rings. But trust me, you will find your body much quicker than I will call upon you. But no matter, I shall show you what will happen without me in this world. Until then, I shall visit you again to see if you wish to swear to.
Okay. Maybe pick up some lozenges when you're gone.
She kind of slithers away into darkness. Cinder.
Yes.
Suddenly, you are walking through the southern villages of the two coasts, where you grew up, where you learned to heal, where you went from village to village, from town to town, saving people, children, sick, elderly. You
Okay.
see, as these same villages are now burning. People are screaming. A lot of them dead. Body parts more than actual bodies. People that you have helped save sprawled everywhere. Smoke thick covers the air. Fire everywhere. Most of these burned to the ground. Barely signs that there were even houses there at any point. And with that, you wake up.
Oh. Oh. I turn and I look around. Does anyone hear me wake up and look at me?
You would have been the last one to wake up.
I'm just
It's not
asking.
to everybody else.
I opened my eyes, and one of them is a basilisk guy. So
I suppose Nick would be nearby taking notes. And if he made a sound, he probably would have looked
No.
in his direction without looking at the eye, which he knows is there.
I can see
Right.
clearly now. Okay. Oh, my eye patch. My eye patch. Where's my eye patch? Oh.
Cinda, put your eye in.
What? Ugh.
She's not looking, just like
My
peripheral.
hand was covering it, so, and I slide the patch over. Well, that was
Are you
different.
okay?
Done.
Yeah, he's fine.
He's fine.
Yeah.
Cinda,
Yes.
are you okay? You woke up with a start?
Well, a snake. I think I just got engaged.
In your boot. Sorry. I'll stop.
Purple snake-like creature was in my dreams. I've seen her before. She wears this amulet, and she wants me to call upon her when the time is right, you know. And she offered me a ring, so yeah, I think she wants to get engaged, but I'm not really into snakes.
DM, do we...
I need Nix and Morgan to do a wisdom save.
There we go.
Wisdom save? What?
It's a magical influence, right? Not to perceive or not to remember. It's like a
It wasn't a spell thing.
not magical effect.
You don't get advantage.
It's divine stuff, DM. That's what she's trying to find.
We got a 10 in the dark altogether.
Yep, that doesn't ring a bell to you, Larkin. Nix?
Wait, hold on. What rings a bell?
Nothing.
The description
18.
doesn't
Oh,
ring
he's
a
trying
bell.
to tell the description.
Yeah, it doesn't ring a bell. What?
18.
Sounds familiar, but again, you can't quite place where I'm from.
It's an 18. What?
Yeah, the DC is 20.
What?
It's a god.
You have a +1.
Could I have guided myself to recall if
No,
no.
it's a thing of influence.
Can I reroll? Is this a
I
thing?
already determined the outcome.
It's one of those things you can't roll. Could I have, in future reference, could I have done a reroll beforehand, or was this like...
No, you can do a reroll before I determine the outcome.
See, yeah.
That's all.
You can continue, Cinder.
I'm typing.
Sorry.
Trying to find all these things.
It's so hard to focus. She told me that if I call out her name when she tells me to, she'll enter our world and she'll give me a new body. And I'll be saved.
Who is this?
And then, because I'm not into snakes, I didn't answer right away. And then she said she would visit me again, and then I saw all the places I've been when I was healthy, and I healed people, and when I traveled and I helped the sick and the maimed. Everything was burning. The people were dead. People I recognized, people I had treated and saved.
I also saw fire, smoke, but they were dragonborn.
And she did say she would show me what would happen if she didn't enter this world. So I think that's what she meant.
That's very strange.
Question. If I think Nick's recall, I think last time she rolled decently high to kind of know
You had
that had helped in this circumstance.
what?
Well, like before when
The first time you had to
She was not good. The second time
was
better.
better. So you recall something like that?
It's like
and
she's
you
like
can-
putting
you
pieces
can
together.
start to put pieces together. Yes.
I have no.
No.
Because she asked you for a, she asked for a pact.
A pack.
I don't know if it was a pact or not.
What was
She wanted me to call her name. She said she would tell me when to call her name, which I thought kind of odd because if she's telling me to call her name, she's already there. But and then I was like, well, how do I trust you? And she offered me a ring. And I was so close to taking this ring. I was so close to agreeing. But something within me told me don't right now, or well, I don't know. And then she said, I will show you what will happen if I don't enter your world. And then I saw that bad stuff. I mean, she wasn't horrible looking. I mean, she had a fine snakely figure, but I don't think we're compatible.
Nick's been like the whole time he's been talking, she's been taking notes. So what is that? She looks at Lorcan, and you said you had visions of death as well.
Yes. Well,
And
mine
fire.
was with Dragonborn.
Hmm.
It was all smoky and burned.
Hmm.
They were dead. With a person in the middle of them.
Not the same Naga.
No, it was some. I told you, it was a lady with red eyes,
Hmm.
and white hair as well.
Okay.
Very weird, spooky looking. I mean, if you're into that sort of thing, I suppose as well, but it's still spooky looking.
So that's what scared you when you woke up. Okay. Sure.
Well, she turned around and looked directly at me, and I wasn't scared. What are you talking about?
Forgot it.
My snake lady
Yeah,
had
that's what-
black
that's-
eyes.
See, that's why she said that. Next wasn't awake.
What? This is morning.
I'm
Oh.
throwing my back at him.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hey,
hi,
and
Nexus.
next is I take it you didn't have any bad dreams.
And
No, I
dreaming, you're
slept.
joking.
I slept like a storm.
Surprised he ever dreams. Christ. With one brain cell.
Oi,
What?
says the person with two.
Hey, at least it's more.
That means
Funny,
he's
I-
got double yours, if I do my math right.
Pardon?
I said he's got double of Nexus brain cells, so that's if I still know how to add.
Funny, I thought you two shared one. She looks between both of them and seizes them. I'm teased. He pushes the alchemy jug.
What?
D100.
Somebody roll me a D100.
Who wants to do it?
Who's on it?
I can do it.
Okay.
I'll go first.
Oh, Nix, you're so silly.
60.
It is less cold than it was during the night. It is light clouds. You don't expect rain, but there is you know how in the winter when it's very early in the morning you see like low fog,
Miss.
kind of like that mist. Yeah, there's mist.
It's a Mountain Dew.
Yeah, basically. Mist and a bit of fog in the morning.
Okay.
You guys had enough food
Whoa,
from the
silly.
previous night for breakfast, but you don't have much more.
Oh no. Nexus, will you stop eating all the food?
Nexus, would you go kill a frog, please?
I'd rather you didn't. But if we're gonna sit here for a little bit and make breakfast, can I
You had made food last night, so you still have some of that.
offer make more? If we're gonna go hunting now, I could work on someone's armor while we do that.
Well, if we're going to eat, it's not going to be long, right? I mean, we don't have to cook. We can hunt on the way.
Maybe I did it at the end of the day then.
Fine. Sounds like a good plan.
Mm.
If we get to the end of the day. So,
Lorcan, what's your passive perception?
Like a
11.
Okay, roll me a perception.
Roll. Why are you like, oh, 11.
I'll give you a chance to roll.
I have an above-table question when you have a moment.
Yeah, go for it.
On a sorcerer, can a divine sorcerer change spells during a long rest?
No.
Oh, so
Only when you level up.
Sorcerer's different.
Bummer.
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 well, when I level up, I'm taking create food and water.
Cheers.
Yes, that would be useful.
Really good.
You will
When we
be
get to the level.
you will be traveling through. You're going to the wastelands, so that sounds about like a good plan.
That's if we ever get a level. Now that she knows that, you
Just-
should not have told her that.
Just survive.
I am not.
I think she is a wonderful DM, and that's why I gave her advantage. So I know she'll
Totally
let me
won that.
level.
15 perception. I heard you. Ah, what is happening?
I don't know, you tell us. What did he see?
Okay, 15 perception. It's not so much what you see, but what you smell.
What?
You smell.
Oh, sorry.
smoke,
Oh, no.
similar to what you felt in the dream.
So,
Guys,
Very, very faint.
you smell smoke.
I assume Nyx with a pass of 22 would have smelt it as well. Got a whiff of it.
She who smelt
Yes,
it
but
dealt
you-
it.
But it would have been
you
like in the
think-
background.
Yeah, you're next to a campfire. You literally made a campfire.
Not that sort of smoke, Nyx. What? Where? Which direction? Can I tell which direction it's coming from?
Yeah. Well, actually, give me a.
Wait, which way is the wind coming from?
That is better. Yes, give me a survival.
Ah.
Just Lorcan?
Lockman. Unless others
12?
can tell the difference between that,
Oh, no.
the campfire smoke and.
I
what
have
you
a
saw.
13 passes.
Would that
so-
be like survival as well?
I would
If
say
he-
it'd be it would have to be a perception roll because
Mm.
to you just smoke, you're next to a
Ambient
campfire,
smoke
there
is not enough to.
There's not enough.
Ooh.
You have advantage on perception? Oh, yes, you do.
It's an at 20, so 27.
No.
Not 20 for 27. You start when he points it out. You start to smell
Mm.
a different smoke to what your campfire is giving off. Did you roll perception, Cinder?
No, I have a passive 13. I don't think I would have even suspected.
Plus, he's got a dead sense of smell.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Nexus also smells it and goes, "What is that? What was your survival?"
Well,
You can't quite
I can
place it.
feel where the wind is.
You can feel where the wind is coming from, but there's not a lot of it.
Nexus, can you help? Where is it coming from?
You see, Nyx will lean over and tap Nexus on the shoulder.
Nexus is like,
She'll guide
can't
him.
tell. Even with that in
Give her guidance.
People, guys. People.
Cool. She looks at him expectantly.
Like,
Ah,
no, can't tell where it's from.
From what
You can try. Everybody can.
yeah, but from what she smelled, would it have been? Is it obviously like
It's a different smoke.
Mm.
So what you've been smelling all night. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely, it's not wood smoke, let's put it that way.
Exactly.
Cinder is going to take out Adrian from his pocket and set the dead rat with a raven's head
Oh! Your
before
dog.
the fire to warm up because it's a little cool out. I haven't pulled that one out in a while. Figured.
Do you think you can send it to Scout and see if it sees?
Is Adrian dead?
Yeah. It's a dead rat.
She looks at it closely.
With a raven's head.
Oh, she thought you were gonna do some cool like sorcerer stuff, and she's like, oh, never mind.
Nix, do you have that dog?
Yeah, the mastiff is like next to Nick, like next to Nick's.
Did you forget the dog?
No, it's forget the dog. I was asleep. She looks towards the. She. One second.
I did call the wolf
He
You
did.
did
the
but
day
he's gonna
before, so I don't know how far it has to travel.
She goes, hey, Racy, here you go, wake up. She,
I barked for no reason apparently.
Why?
He's
No, like-
next to you, sat next to you.
yeah.
Sat next to you.
Well, I thought she was asleep. Now she's up. Okay. Okay, so she.
I never said he was asleep. I barked.
I said she was asleep. That's why I forgot her. So now she barked. She looks. Okay, go. Do you think she kind of like looks at her and she like looks at it like she eyes to her. She goes, smell it out, girl. Come on.
Me and animal.
Is that breakfast?
Glares at Cinder.
Lork and I just don't understand her sometimes. She won't let us eat frog people. She won't let us eat puppies. What are we supposed to eat around here? I mean, food is getting scarce. I'm going to have to do some studying. Maybe I can learn how to make food out of nothing, because apparently that's all we can eat is nothing.
She'll got herself for this one. And that is 16, 18. Animal handling.
You see, she starts like smelling.
That scared me.
Where is the doggy?
She's going to attack.
I gave you it.
You did? I can roll for it.
Yes, roll perception for her. Actually, wait, he doesn't have a character sheet?
It's not actual.
But I did one.
So
No, I told you to add it to your
my
extras.
my
Yes.
inventory.
Do you have it?
My extras.
Add your mastiff and roll either perception or survival if it's proficient with perception. If it has keen hearing and smell, use that. If not, use just survival.
Okay. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, roll it.
I'll roll it. Just want to see what it was.
Why can't I view Nyx's character sheet? Is there something you're hiding, Raza?
No.
Nah.
I have advantage. Well, it's an 18. Alright, that's technically roll again. We're to roll with advantage.
That 18 will do. You see, she starts going up the path that you guys were meant to go in.
She follows like everyone. Are we good? She's going. She's
You
gonna
let
stop following
breakfast
her.
get away?
Are we following the dog?
Yes, but don't let him get too far ahead. Falling back if it gets if we find that place.
I'll start gathering up my bedding and stuff and stuffing it in my
I
backpack
thought we were
because
doing that.
no time to roll it up properly.
Alright. You guys set off following Eracy, and you walk for about 20 minutes before you realize that the fog has thickened considerably. I need Larkin to give me a wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
Fine.
7.
Uh-oh.
The Dwarven's great on wisdom saves. That wasn't his undoing the last fight. No.
What was your wisdom save?
7.
You shudder. This is the start of the dream. You're living it.
Nix. This is what I saw.
The fog is very, very thick. You continue to follow the mastiff until it stops and it veers slightly to the left and is smelling something. And what
Pull it back.
do you approach? Do you call it back?
And she'll call to Racy and Halfling goes, Racy, girl, come on back. So I waves him.
The dog comes back to you and barks and looks in the direction he was going.
I take out my maul and shield. Just in case.
Does it Racy look like
Oh, no,
she's
good-handed.
sensing danger? Like something bad? Is she
Not
whining?
as far as you know.
she's just
right
curious?
now.
Nexus. I just look towards him and nod.
Nexus follows your lead and makes sure his great axe is in his hands.
And we'll slowly approach.
The approach where the dog had gone?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you walk slightly to the left of the path, you come across a dead dragonborn.
Down.
Well, I'm not eating that.
Better not.
Roll me, Lorcan. Yes, I can.
Nexus is what I saw.
Yeah, definitely you can say that, but 1 second. I need you to roll me something, but I can't tell you yet because this is stupid. Okay, I need you to roll me. A D10.
D10.
Actually no, a D.
Well,
A D12, yes.
what? Okay. 6.
Okay. It's a gold dragonborn.
A gold. What are they resistant to?
Fire, like you.
Oh, great! Just what I needed to know.
It's a guard. It's got long claw gashes everywhere. Yeah, it's 3. It's like 3. Got like every time there's scratches on it, it's in 3 lines.
Completely dead. Can I tell how long? Still wet, still fresh.
Give me a medicine check. You can assist with advantage.
Do you want me to make you the mayor or do you want the advantage?
Well, it depends what is your medicine.
+4.
Oh yeah, you can do the roll. I'll get you to. I'm not good at
And yeah, she'll come to help him examine.
Can Cinder look at the body and make
Gotta
sure it's fully dead?
I have to use a reroll.
What
Yeah.
would you do?
I rolled a double nat one.
Double that.
Terrible. Let me switch that out.
What are you doing an investigation for, sorry, Cinder?
See if it's really truly dead. Can my healing bring it back to life, even briefly, just to find out what happened, anything like that?
That's what they're doing as well. It would have been a medicine.
So
rather than an investigation.
that's a 2 nat 20s. So Cinder got a nat 20. I went from a double nat 1 to a nat 20. So 24.
Okay, so both of you are certain it is dead. And both of you, and Nix, you were trying to get actually information of how it died.
How it died.
Okay, it died from blood loss.
Any idea what killed it?
You can't tell what killed it. Yes, Cinder, it's dead. Unless you have something that raises dead, speak with dead, stuff like that. It's dead. It's been dead maybe a couple hours.
Damn. Next, whatever's here, it could still be around.
Everyone keep an eye out. I'm sure we'll mount up on Eracy.
Okay. What do you tell her to do?
Need to check if there's any survivors. Shall we keep going?
Carefully.
Cinder, ready.
Should we call out? I mean, if there's survivors.
No.
Um,
We're in fog. If it hears us, we won't know it's coming.
How will we find the survivors in this fog?
It'll clear.
Nyx is going to hold on to her little amble spell focus around her neck, and she's going to cast Detect Magic to see if there's any auras in the fog or outlines.
30 feet, right?
Yep.
Nothing you can see?
I want to ready a spell, Beacon of Hope, in case we encounter anything that is alive and aggressive or wounded.
Okay. Sure.
We're gonna proceed forward.
Do you tell Eracy to continue?
Mm.
And so she continues to snare. And she comes across another body. Roll me a T12.
Lorcan or?
Lorcan.
12.
Roll me a D6.
And a 2. Oh, 6. Fine. 2. Okay.
Consistent.
It's a crystal dragonborn. These are like high level
Rarity.
yeah, they're rarer, but it's more like they're common like high level merchants, like aristocrats.
Merchant.
Yeah, like really rich merchants. Usually there's a very famous, probably the only crystal dragonborn family that you've heard of in Terravon.
Is this person alive?
Same wounds?
Yes. More like this one seems to have been like gashed open.
Nexus, you know, right?
Oh,
I'm sorry, what is? She feels a bit left out of this conversation.
They're rare. They are rare to one family, almost. That we know of.
Like nobility of some sort?
Yes, kind of. It's more lordy than noble, but yeah.
it was like a young man, a young male.
Keep going.
If his eyes are open, she'll close them. They do have expressions of terror, or are they just
Pain would probably be a
Pain.
pain? Horrific pain. Yeah, she would. For those that have like the eyes vacant, she'll close them.
Okay.
Figure.
So as the race continues,
Hmm.
she kind of like there's a point where she kind of pauses and kind of goes into more of the frightened pose,
Hmm.
and you see like what looks like a lake. So you assume it's another body that she found, but she seems more reluctant to approach this one, like a leg.
Oh, a leg. I thought it's a leg.
I'd like to. Uh, yeah. So Nyx will signal to everyone, pointing out the leg. She looks nervous at the leg or something
Yeah,
near
she
the
doesn't
leg.
want to. It's like she doesn't want to approach it.
Yes.
Oh,
Here you go. She pulls her back.
Mm-hmm.
Halfling comforts her,
Okay.
pats her on the head. She looks towards Nexus and Lorcan and Cinder. And she will whisper to the closest one to her. She goes, be at the ready. There's something here. She'll point to Eraser, who looks nervous and jittery. She'll continue to pat the master. It's okay.
and we're gonna get closer, I guess.
Are you going to get closer to the corpse?
Yes. Whatever she was resistant
Next.
to go to.
Next nods at them, so she's gonna ready a mind sliver if anything jumps them.
I will show you.
Oh, please
The corpse looks
do.
like.
It's gonna be a demon.
Press.
Oh look! A demon! No wonder the dog wouldn't get close to that.
Right.
An ugly bugger.
Is it a leg of one of these?
No, it's a corpse.
A
Of one of
full
these.
corpse.
Hey Nexus, it's your twin.
Nexus looks horrified, and when you say that, give me an insight check.
Oof.
Ooh.
Can anyone insight check that's near that man?
Can you share the
Okay.
picture again, please?
Can
Thank
Nick see
you.
his reaction as well?
Bro.
I got a 9 on inside.
Okay. Nix, give me instead of insight, and yeah, you can give me an insight.
22.
22. Something is disturbing Nexus more than the look of this creature. And as you try to look him up and down, you'll realize what it is. Nexus' legs look the
Identical.
same as this creature.
Ah,
She would know this is a UNT, right? From all the notebooks. No? Was it
The
ever depicted it
description-
was
It was never depicted.
this
But the
serpent people?
description. So, okay, this is not. Let's clarify. This is an abomination 1T. So Nix
Would
would
know
not know this is what this is the UNT. But from the descriptions of the research journals, this could very well be what awaits Nexus.
Just check.
And does anybody want to do me an investigation?
Nick solves everything.
Nix is the fiddly one. I'm more concerned about my surroundings than if there's any other survivors
She guide herself. Yeah, she'll investigate
than my
the
curiosity.
crime scene.
I'm just keeping a watch in case there's anything trying to sneak up on us.
That is another match on you.
Okay.
For
The-
28.
The claws match the wounds on the dragonborns.
If it's dead, who killed it? Or how many are there?
Would it be solid deduction to say that this creature and the dragon killed each other?
No, no.
Or is
With your nat 20 investigation, I will give it to you that this creature was killed by a one slash.
like a cut? Like a
Like,
weapon
yeah,
cut?
just been slashed. It was a like one hit thing.
So this one then
And it
unlikely to be.
doesn't look like it was the dragonborn.
So it's safe to deduce there was more than one running around.
It is safe to deduce that, yes.
She'll actually keep a eye peeled around her surroundings. Careful, there might be more.
Eracy seems reluctant to continue forward.
Mm,
I'm going forward.
okay. Next, we'll try and comfort for Eracy if she can.
Nexus, snap out of it. On my 6.
He nods and he like gets very like aware. He becomes very like checking every
Shadow.
shadow, everything, every movement in the fog. The smell of blood and smoke gets more intense as you progress.
Are we coming across more bodies?
So that creature is dead?
The
This one
creature
is.
was dead, yes. Yes, you come across more bodies, more dragonborn, mostly guards,
All dead?
all dead,
Jeez.
until you get to. Give me another d12, please.
2.
A blue female dragonborn, clearly a merchant.
She alive?
Dead.
Dead? No, dead again. You know, we'll get lucky one of these times. Or unlucky.
Same style wounds.
Some stab wounds or slash.
The slash wounds that you're seeing in most of these. She seems to have been covering something. Like she seems to be like huddled over something.
I get that. I'm guessing it's investigation.
Oh, you're gonna move her body?
I will.
Next, we'll be ready for
Something that's
shenanigans.
more important than alive. Yeah.
As you move the dead weight, you see a kid. Blue dragonborn. No more than 3 years old.
Like a baby?
My finger on my lips.
They grow at a different rate, so it's more like
A 6-year-old.
a 6-year-old for you guys, but it's a 3 in dragonborn. Years is 6, but actual years is.
Okay. This,
Are you okay?
I'm starting to get angry.
You okay?
He's not responding.
You awake? You looking?
He is not moving.
You alive?
Give me a medicine check.
Next, we'll run over.
Me too.
Cinder. You checking?
Should we?
Damn,
Nice.
Cinder.
What can I say? I love
He's
children.
alive. He's
He's-
alive.
He's
barely,
alive?
But alive.
I'm gonna touch my staff to the child and cast Cure Wounds. The tip of the crystal on the tip of the staff. And let me just find Cure Wounds now.
Yeah.
6 points of healing.
Okay. You see, like, an eye starts to open.
I turn the child away from his mother before he wakes up.
He looks up at all of you. Blinks away.
It's alright. Alright.
I'll pull out my bedroll and cover up the body of the mother.
You remember what happened? Can you come with us?
He looks around, clearly trying to the fog is still thick.
Come with us.
Nyx would have approached with. Sorry, I think she was still trying to calm Eracy. Would she have had to like roll to pacify?
You said you were mounted on a lazy.
Hmm.
Eracy. She will let you guide her where
She won't go by herself. So
Yeah.
she'll approach on the back of Eracy because and she'll see that the other two and he goes, "Hello, little one. I'm not sure if you understand me. I know you're scared." And Eracy, look, she's a good dog, but she's also scared. But she'll look after you if you come with us. She will look towards and give a sweet smile to this poor child.
I'm gonna disguise myself so I look healed. I don't want to scare this child with scabs and
More
pustules.
traumatized than it is.
He looks at the dog and like tries to like touch it. You see Eracy like snuggles her head against it, and he kind of giggles. And do you give him a hand up?
Mm.
Oh, is he small on the dog?
Yeah.
Mm.
Can you keep him from seeing the bodies, Nick?
Yeah.
Is there a way?
It's okay. So she'll look to the child. She goes, "We're gonna play a little game, okay? You're going to close your eyes, and you're gonna hug Eraser real tight, and you won't open your eyes till we say so. And if you do, I'll give you something nice." She'll like pat his head.
He nods, and you see he does that, and then he takes the hands up and hugs the dog to close it.
She goes, "No peeking. I'll know if you do. Eraser will tell me."
Let's go.
Hmm.
There's nothing else around the mother or this area. Let's keep going then.
It's not showing to you what the kid looks like, right?
No. Sorry.
Is there anything on the mother that, like, can I eat her or anything like that?
Give me investigation.
Just so we can.
Is it showing to you guys now?
Yes.
Aww.
I got a 15 plus nothing. 15.
You find so you know Carillon is a very organized city by districts, by families, by you find a crest. You don't recognize it, but there'll be a way to find the right family. Sure.
It's a boy or a girl?
It's a boy.
I'll tie the crest up and bring it with me.
Okay. You continue. Again, you pass through a couple more.
I leave my bedroll behind on the mother.
Mm-hmm. You pass through a couple more bodies until Lorcan, your eyes widen.
Why?
Because this is just like your dream. You are literally seeing the two kids that you saw dead in your dream.
Yanks buckle. This is exactly it.
And that makes you look. You know it.
Am I ready for it?
You know what will happen if this is like your dream. You know what will be in front of you when you look up.
But it's cute. This is not a devil thing. So I look up.
You look up.
I do.
And as you do, the fog parts for all of you. And you see a woman, armor, long sword, dripping black blood, surrounded by corpses. This fight wasn't even dream. The corpses that surround her are these.
Oh! How many? Are they still alive?
None of them twitching. She turns her head slowly back towards you, the red eyes that you recognize.
Easy.
you see movement to your right, and you turn.
I smack it.
And it's not like next to you. It's like coming.
He throws his sword at it.
It's like, keep moving, I smack it.
Yeah. You go to do that, but it's close to her, not to you. And you see that she turns and stabs again. One slash, one stab, and it dies. One of these creatures. And she takes her sword back again, dripping black blood everywhere. And she turns to you, and her eyes dim.
Next, I said look at me more.
She will lean in towards the child. Goes, it's gonna be okay, and she's going to dismount the Racy, and she's gonna look to everyone. She's gonna like signal them to like be at ready.
Did she dispel a racing? Did you say?
Dismount.
Oh, dismount. I was gonna say dispel.
Okay, as you do that, you see the woman, as her eyes dim, the fog disappears. Well, it's not completely, but the thick one that you could barely see dissipates mostly, and you see her more clearly.
Oh, I saw her clearly enough. I can't see it.
Is it too small
Too
for you?
small.
Okay, 1 second.
I'll make it bigger.
I will try to make it bigger for you.
I can see that she's got a sword.
Oh. Can you open her and then?
I am trying to make it big for you. Ah! There.
Aha! Huh.
Can I cast Beacon of Hope now?
You can.
What did Big Hope do again?
Prepares for your healing.
Basically.
It maximizes healing and it here I'll
Nyx will put 2 fingers to a temple and prepare a mind sliver for any
Are
of
you?
these creatures.
Yeah, Nexus is like looking everywhere. There's no sign of more movement.
Is that all of them?
She
I'll
looks
say
at
that.
you. The ones I have found.
Or found you?
She smiled. I found them.
Ah. Were you here when this happened?
You see, she sheathes back her great sword. I wish I had been.
I wish you at this rate.
Roll me a d20.
Does she need healing?
19!
That's how many corpses of these creatures I have.
Okay. Yeah.
She's got a few scratches.
I'll
Nothing major.
say,
Do you
may
know
I
that
heal
anymore?
you?
She looks at you. Thank you.
I will touch the crystal of my staff to her and I will cast scrolling. 4th level Cure Wounds.
Ooh, trying to impress.
And it will be 35 points of healing.
She takes it, and she's like, you see the scratches, the few scratches she had mend, and she's like, that feels better. And then you see her hand go to the hilt, and she pulls it slightly. And she's dead staring Nexus.
Nexus? You wanna keep talking?
Is Nyx able to insight check this?
It is very clear what her intention is.
Mr. Legs.
There's no mistaking the intention.
No.
Ah. No. No, he's a good boy. So,
She goes.
that's my friend.
Nyx is gonna take a step forward and go. She goes, I know what you're thinking, and he's not like them. I can prove it if you keep.
Yeah.
And he won't be. She goes, I'm Nyx, a Reed fellow, and I'm treating him, and I am trying to help.
Cure.
And I am indeed attempting to find a cure.
He looks at you. Breaks finally eye contact with Nexus. Looks at you. Looks at him. Nexus puts his hands up. Great axe back on his back. And she beats it. But leaves it sheathed again. Crosses her arms. What are you doing here?
Traveling to God damn it, I forgot the name of it.
Caroline.
Caroline. Goodbye, DM.
Ah,
Traveling to Caroline.
she looks at you. I found this. You might want to take it back.
What is it?
She hands you a scroll.
Scroll of what?
Scroll.
I pass the scroll back to Nyx.
Nyx, what languages do you speak?
Oh. Common.
What language is it in?
Elvish.
Did I have a quick check?
Gnomish. Yeah, if she doesn't know how to read, she'll show it to.
Is it common, gnomish, what?
Elvish halfway.
Yes, no, you open it and you're like,
She'll show it to Lorca.
Is it Draconic?
it's draconic.
Yeah,
Okay,
thought so.
It is a list of people and items.
Here?
She nods, I believe this is what is being taken
Taken? Or
from town to town. There
Ah.
seems to have been a caravan.
is this the list of the caravan?
This is the only document I have found.
Do I... Nyx. What's that child's name? I'll try and find his name on the list.
Yes, she will go back. She doesn't step too far from him. She goes, still no peeking, but what's your name, little one?
I'm curious about the lady's voice.
Yes, the lady's voice. But what is your name?
I'm Ipreder.
Ipute?
Ipreder.
Ifrida?
Ipreder.
Ifrida.
Emperor Druck.
Is that on the list?
You look at the list, no.
Ipute.
Deeper duck.
Your mother?
My mom is called. I had it written there.
Is that
But wait, I had it written.
Wait, I wrote my mom's name down somewhere.
Who was my mom again?
I can't believe I lost it.
She was a lovely lady, but she's just an NPC. I don't know.
Here it is.
My mom is called Anak.
What?
Anak Adrish.
Anak. Anak Adresh. Is that on the list?
Yes.
Ah. The kid's name is not for
But you see it says Miss Adrish and child.
I should have just... Oh,
There were
Alright.
multiple.
I know. Alright. They're on the list. So I think this is a list of who was traveling.
Wait, there were multiple children?
Yes, there were two others that you found that were dead.
That were hers or someone else's?
No, no,
Oh,
No,
it's
they were
children.
other children.
Can I see now?
No.
Not
no.
yet, not yet. She kind of pats his head. But I promise you will get a treat if you keep your eyes closed.
I know it's probably bad. Is there any rations here? Any food stuff? But it's a caravan.
You
Surely
see
they have-
the lady's like, what do you have there?
I mean, what do I have? I have a child. We have a child. Do you think it is not something that's ugly?
It's,
Well, that's a matter of opinion.
Did you miss the one that was living?
I wasn't exactly looking for a
Yeah, well,
mom.
maybe you should be a bit more observant then next time.
just looking between.
Lorcan,
Oh,
she just
God.
killed a whole bunch of creatures here. Cut her a little slack.
My job
We don't want her to
is
be mad.
And not saving the people.
I thought they were meant to be saved.
That's why you check. As well.
What is your name?
I am Kia Soitashara.
Could you write that
Yeah.
down, please?
Kia for short.
Here. Do you get driven around the bend? Sorry. Poor joke. But, so Kia, what are you? Are you human?
She does this to her hair, and you see pointier ears.
Ah,
Not as pointy as an elf's, but pointier than a human.
the red eyes throw me.
She's a Vulcan.
Could Nix do a cross reference to any of the books you studied about races of Methis?
Yeah, sure.
That's a history check? Arcana?
History.
Hey. Okay. It's not terrible.
Yeah, you speak Sylvan. You could try to speak Sylvan to her.
Hmm. 7 plus 8. 15.
15? You are not quite so sure what she is.
Beautiful.
Not one that is very common for sure. She looks and she says, I am a Kalashtar. I came from the Pharaoh to Kalashtar.
Even when she says it, it doesn't ring a bell, does it?
You've heard of them, but it's
Not enough
not enough
info
to-
in the data bank. Gotcha.
I have come from the Pharaoh to investigate these assaults.
Why are they coming from your place?
No,
Oh.
we have been asked for them.
Who asked you? If I may be so bold.
The 7 Lords of Caroline.
Oh.
Nix looks towards Nexus and Lorcan.
Don't look at me, I don't know the laws of Catalan.
No, but you know the 7 Lords of Caroline are the rulers.
Well, obviously.
It's the Council of
Laws of
7.
Catalan.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Council
Duh.
of Lords.
Yeah, we just had beers
Why
with
would I know them?
them.
Yeah.
But they're better than them personally.
Right.
I arrived too late to come about.
Yes, I can see. Unfortunately.
Come.
Are you
My-
heading back that way?
Yes, well, I'm meant to follow where the few that escaped went. But my camp is nearby. You wanted food for the child. I don't mind giving you some. She starts leading you away from this battlefield.
Cinder's tummy growls.
She takes you to a little hidden,
Cave.
not cave, but like it's hidden behind some large shrub, where she's made a little camp. There's no fire, but there's these stones that give off heat like a fire, but there's no smoke and there's no fire lit. And
What to do with one of them?
she looks one only.
One. One
There's
of the
you-
stones?
if you can grab it.
Were you being serious?
Try. She's watching you.
Look, I'm not good at touching with my hand, are you crazy? Not that mad. Nexus! Nix! Sorry, Nix! Do you have anything that's heat proof?
She looks at Lorcan.
You are.
Yeah, she looks at him like blink blink. I thought you are my heat proof. The device.
I'd say I'm not fully heat-proof, but I'll go and try and pick it up.
Can Nix try and cool it down for him? He seems a bit too nervous to pick it up.
How would you do that?
Crossbow. Might not enough. Like she's just trying to cool
I'll
it.
put it out.
She's not going to pull it out. but
Oh,
enough
for
to cool
heaven's sake. I'll reach out and grab it.
Cinder, you take
it.
10 fire
I was
damage.
gonna say 10d6.
Give me a cardiac arrest there.
You're gonna like keel over from touching a stone.
So, 10d6. She looks at you, nods. She's yours then. And she pulls out some
He didn't take it.
rations.
It's
He picked it up.
picked it up. Oh.
Ooh, hot potato. Hot potato.
Pretty
Give
much.
it here. I'll take it off him.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to affect you much.
Nuisance.
She smiles. Through Dragonborn then.
What do you think, Al? No,
Yeah.
wait, what's next? Nexus. Is he also a...
Brass, yes.
Nexus. Take this. I hand it Nexus.
He picks it up. Nice and warm.
Yeah, well, go cuddle it in your bed then.
I have come across a few that were but imposters.
Oh, is that why you got me to pick up a stone?
No, that was for the fun of it.
Oh, it's not... You're only one, right?
He looks at
Was
the
it-
pile. No.
Was it for the fun of it?
Does it stay warm?
Is it obvious that she was just?
Yeah,
Is it for the...
it's warm, yeah. It's
Will it
still warm.
stay warm?
Oh yes, indefinitely.
Indefinite warm stone? Like hot cooking stone or
Nix is curious.
She looks at it.
warm
He
stone?
touches it, then you see Nexus is like, warm. He goes, ha 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 ha, stop! And when her hand goes away from it, he goes back to warm. He looks at her.
Oh, wait, what?
Can I
Nexus said that.
How do you
Yeah.
raise the temperature?
can I examine that a little bit?
Nexus tosses it to her.
Nexus, can I see that real quick?
Nexus is like,
No, don't hold it out. Just put it.
she's like, are you gonna make it hot too?
No, I just want to know what it is and how it
He
works.
puts it down.
Looks at it, starts examining it.
You've never seen one of these before.
Is it magical?
It is definitely magical.
Still got the tech magic out, by the way.
Yes. No, it would have been more than
More than 10 minutes. She'll take time to examine it first, and then she will ritual cast the tech magic.
Okay.
To see.
Yeah, it's definitely a magical item. It's a stone of warmth, and it just stays permanently at a warm temperature unless you activate it to go to a boiling temperature.
How do you activate it?
Can expect that.
As an artificer, you can replicate magic items, correct?
Mm.
So you would know what to do to try and figure it out. Sure, it will take you a
Can
little
I
bit.
eat
but
them
yes.
or...
You have to touch it on one of the sides.
Do you have any currency? Sorry.
Like you touch it and say, boil?
Sort of thing, yes. But you didn't hear the lady say anything.
I'll grab it and think to myself, fire.
It bursts into flame.
Shit.
Nix.
She goes,
Nix?
are they always like that?
Yes.
Mm.
Oh, wait, it's not going out. How do I stop it?
I, however,
it's
am
opposite.
completely stable. By the way,
I think the opposite.
are you married?
Stop!
It goes back. Yes?
Are you married?
Nix is she looks at Kia, she goes, that is also normal.
She looks at.
Remember, I have disguised self on, so I look normal.
Yeah. She looks you up and down.
I puff up my chest, looking all hunky-dory.
Gallant.
Not yet.
I have big feet.
Normal for a football. You are a strange coloration, though. Have you been out of the burial for long?
Who, me?
Hmm.
Ethereal? I've been here all my life. Well, these parts. But I'm single and ready to mingle.
The mingle.
She smiles. Maybe if you take a trip back to the burial, your coloration might return to normal.
Ooh.
What color is meant to be?
He's not meant to be blue. That's what happens when the furball stays out of the magic lands for long. You're meant to be
Not blue.
brownish.
Oh. I never knew that.
Nick's excited about.
You weren't raised by furball parents?
No, I was raised here in a little village. I was like the village kid. And the village people raised me. There was a cowboy and an Indian and a policeman and
Here's your food. The kid's like, can I open now?
I was just gonna say, Nick, are you ever gonna let that kid uncover his eyes?
Yeah, but I'm so busy laughing at your reference.
What are you going to give him as a bauble?
She will.
I want to know.
You wanna know?
He opens his eyes.
He goes. She'll show him the stone as well.
Is he brass?
No, he's
Blue.
blue.
Oh, he can't touch the stone. Keep that away.
Yeah, but she will demonstrate how it works. See, warm.
It's not warm.
No, it's not blue one, but it's a bonus.
Ah.
You said you'd give me a sweet.
She will go into a pack and get out.
Do you have electric gummy?
He goes, no, but I will. Where can you get them? She looks at the chart.
My mom takes me to the shop corner.
Okay, maybe we can get you that as well. She is right. Hello.
Do you have exploding coal?
Oh,
She's fascinated.
Child.
She's fascinated by this.
That was a fun one.
She looks at Lorcan. I'm sorry.
Do I know the shop he's talking about?
Yes.
Ah! A regular visitor, are you? The name of that?
The corner shop?
Yeah.
Dragonborn sweets for all tastes.
Ah! All tastes. Okay.
All tastes, for sure.
Um,
Yes, you definitely. Exploding coals were one of your favorites for sure.
I really want to make the name of sweet and just to throw it into the DM.
Do it!
What about Firefly Gummies?
Mom said they're too fiery for me.
Oh, yeah, well, I understand that. Yeah. Sorry about that.
But I do like the exploding gummies.
Yes. They're very interesting, aren't they?
I like when the lightning comes out of my nostrils.
I personally aren't they aren't my favorites. Does it tingle?
Nice.
Oh, great. Blue dragon.
Pretty soon it'll be calling you daddy.
Next, will.
Excuse me.
This one says, well, the treat I was thinking of was not one that you could eat, but we can definitely get you one of them as well.
Oh,
But since you were really good for a racing, she will get her robe of useful items. It's like a cloak now. And she goes, look at this. Isn't it nice? And she shows the child her cloak. She goes, look at that one. And then she'll point to a secondary patch of a mastiff that's there.
is that a doggy?
Mm-hmm. Did you want to take it?
Did I have it?
You did good.
A dog?
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna look after it, babe?
Well, she smiles.
I have to pick a bit of food.
Looks at Lorcan and ignore them. She goes, go ahead. She goes, pull the strap. Just give it a tug.
Or I have something too, and I'll reach in my backpack and pull this
No,
out.
no, 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 no.
I pull out a baby mimic tongue. I looted it at some point.
He's like taking it very carefully.
Look, it stretches.
No, it's perfectly normal. Just rip it off.
Okay.
Feed this
And
to the dog.
As he rips it off, 2 seconds. This appears.
Oh no.
Why is it not working again? I hate
Roll
both.
20 doesn't like you.
Does it appear now?
Nope.
Nope.
Does it appear now?
No.
Oh my god!
Nada.
I want to murder it. Okay,
That's a job.
come on. Has it appeared now?
No.
Come on!
Oh, wait! Something just appeared.
Ooh.
Yay! It's a puppy.
Okay.
Let me zoom in.
I can make the image bigger if you guys want.
I made it bigger for the viewers.
Yeah, there.
Ooh.
And it's like, its front is like twice the size of his dragonborn, and he goes and like hugs it and then like nuzzles
So
it.
fluffy.
Yes.
She goes, do you have a name? No, she was looking at the child, but she passed the dog.
Wait,
That's how-
I speak beast and leaf. I can activate that ability and find out the doggy's name. As she starts looking it up, she's like, oh crap, where did I put that?
Yeah, you're speaking to the master of the dog.
I'm looking for it. Oh, I don't have to use a power. Oh, no, never mind.
Why?
It says they can understand my words, but
Well, they can't.
I cannot understand them in return.
Oh.
Okay.
Just cocks his head at him.
He goes, I will name him Plamus.
Who?
Plamus. It's a common dragonborn name.
It's a good strong name.
Because now you and Clamus are gonna look after each other, okay? You promise? And then she
She's
pats
super excited.
the dog.
Let him sleep with them. It's a fun thing.
And yeah, with that, the Kalashtar lady says, very well. Before I let you on your back to your whatever you were doing, I want to know your connection to the armies. With that question, we're gonna go on a break.
Okay.
So,
We will
stay
be
tuned.
back.
We'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes. And we'll find out what is these armies, who this Kia is, what is she up to,
Why is Kia?
why is Kia
Could you
Stay
repeat the
tuned.
dog's name?
Plamus?
What?
Plamus. Put.
This pilot.
There you go. Crystal loves D&D. That's the dog's name.
Oh, it's Plamus. I'll post it on the chat of the stream.
Who cares about the kid? That's the dog's name. Love it.
All right. I guess we'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes, everybody.
All right. Welcome back, everyone.
Hello.
Again, welcome to D&D Play 20. If you haven't been with us during the first half, we are just a group of really cool people who like to play D&D. And this is Legends of Methis, my homebrew campaign in my homebrew world. So let us go back into it. I will remind everyone what Kia asked. He turned to you and said, I want to know what your connection is to their armies. And she points at Nexus.
Next looks at Nexus.
I don't know what the armies are like, the Dragonborn army at the moment.
Are you talking about?
I'm not talking about Dragonborn.
She's talking about the abominations.
He's not an abomination. Look at his face, Christ.
He's turning into him.
Not if I can help it. I told you. Real approach seriously.
I have heard some people are being foolish enough to attempt to find a cure for this.
Consider me very foolish then.
I feel bad for them.
Optimistic. She goes over to stands protectively next to him, with both her arms.
Why are they foolish to find a cure?
Because they think there is none.
Curse.
The curse?
Yes.
Well,
Then why can't it be removed?
all curses can be removed. Yeah, she looks at Lorcan.
I mean,
I'm working on it.
I'm quite sure this curse could be dealt with at some point, right? Perhaps you know of a way.
No. You'd have to find out who bestowed it. It seems more powerful than the gods.
More than a god?
Yes. So you don't know about the army.
Well, I didn't even know there was one of them, so.
You see she looks up and down. Interesting.
Well, perhaps it's not just Dragonborn that are infected. Maybe it's more widespread. If we could find a cure for this, we could help a lot of people, right?
I hear most of these lands are infected. That's why there's been more wardens at the boundary of the Ferial.
Oh. Well, we've been in the centre, so we've not really got much of it.
You have been what?
In the main city
Yeah, I know.
capital? Is it not the capital?
Suiona?
Yes.
No, it's one of the cities of the seven cities.
Ah. Well, we've been in Suiona, we've not heard hardly anything about it.
Ah, yes. Suiona is keeping it low. As far as I know, they're trying to find a cure for it.
Yes, we guessed that. Thank you. Prime example.
Yes, but the armies are moving west. They're all coming from the kingdom of the sun.
What, from the mountains?
No. From... How bad is your geography?
You said west.
They're moving west.
Oh, moving west. I understand.
Next,
From where's the kingdom of the sun?
It's the New Republic. The detached scorched lands from the Federation.
What the what lands?
Have you all been living under a rock?
Has Nyx been living under a rock, or she had this?
Suiona
You
is more or less a rock
mentioned
these
to
days.
me about the sun from the draw letters, but that was about it. And your changeling friend mentioned it. What did you say, Larkin? Sorry.
Suiola, that's more or less a rock right now.
Are they keeping that all hidden?
Well, I've not heard of it.
I heard little bits and pieces, but
There's a war going on.
Oh, great. Another one.
Well, technically, it's still the same.
Oh.
After the Tiefling King was dealt with, not many were happy with the decisions. Since the death of the extinction, should I say, of the Genasi, things have been going south.
Did I hear about that?
Nobody has heard of it.
We've not heard about that.
What's
You
a
don't know.
genasi?
Nix has a brief flashback of Dylan and Kura.
Everybody knows, Cinder, you would know what a Genasi is because of Kura.
Okay.
It became extinct.
How can they be extinct?
You think that that everybody just hasn't seen one over the last 50 years, but that they were still somehow hidden?
I thought that's what they went into hiding.
No, my dear. They have been killed off.
By who?
Well, that is a mystery. Some say has something to do with... He pauses and looks at you all. Well, at least in the burial is common knowledge that magic in Methis is fading. Something or someone is attacking the core, the Isle of Naught. And the magic is fading. Some say the Genasi are prime examples of this magic in Methis, and that it got too dire for them to survive.
Oh.
He pulls out a stone. Don't hear it from me. Hear it from the last soul of the last Genasi.
What's the stone got to do with it?
He looks at you. And from the stone, little figure, ethereal like, again, it looks like no more than a child comes out.
I assume,
Just partially out of it.
I assume Nix is like a ping or detect magic, right?
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Hello.
What the? Hi.
Hello. I'm Nix. What's your name?
I'm Brad.
Are you the soul of the last Genasi?
That's what I know, yes. I am a special Genasi.
Special Genasi.
I was born from a fire Genasi and a water Genasi.
I don't know any of them, do I?
No.
Taking Nix as a 0.
Well,
Neither of you
interesting.
have ever seen one other than Kura.
Congratulations. That must have been a very difficult thing. Congratulations.
I was supposed to save them, but I was killed.
You're dead.
Yes.
How is he in a stone then?
This is soul, I think. It's a receptacle. She looks to kid.
Indeed.
How long have you been dead?
57 years.
Wow. Is everyone else dead? How?
Mom and Dad are technically not been alive for a long time.
How are they dead?
By technically, what do you mean by that?
Well, the gods used to be able to have bodies.
That your parents are gods?
Yes.
Which ones?
Can Nix go through her files in her mind from the book
Wait,
she read?
Are they wolves?
My parents were Lith and Kura.
Yeah?
She was arriving at that conclusion.
Above table? What was my wolf's name?
Fang.
Were one of them named Fang?
He just said his parents were named Lit and Kura.
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
Eyes widen.
The goddess of fire and the goddess. No, the god of fire and the goddess of water. Right. Then
You know
you
them?
said they were fire and water. I'm guessing. Bigly.
Nyx will put her hand in her bag of holding and pull out the book, Nine Gods of Methis, and like flick.
I am
Okay, she
familiar
licks.
with your mother.
She goes, "Is
Really?
mm,
Are you one of her disciples?
Yes, I am.
That's great. Thank you for protecting my mother.
so your father?" She points to the image of Lit.
He didn't have horns before. I guess that must be new. He was a tiefling, but he only had the wings.
Oh.
Hmm.
Um.
I'm so sorry to ask, but how did you die?
I don't remember.
Do you know how everyone else died?
Hmm.
There was a big attack on the Genasi city.
From who?
I don't remember.
Oh.
I'm sorry. That must have been
So
really
sorry to hear it.
traumatic.
I don't remember much of that day. I was saved, though. Well, I guess this form was saved by a pretty gentleman.
Pretty.
He was
Sorry.
blue, like me.
Oh. The color blue or the spirit blue?
The color blue. He was bald, and he had red eyes, and I think he became a guy.
She's looking for the book again,
Yeah.
and she points it at the page of Dellen, God of Inventions. Like
Yes, that's him.
that.
After he saved me, I think he became a guy.
He did. I follow in his footsteps. I'm an artificer.
But thank you for me. When he became a god, he dropped my stone, so I became lost for a while.
Oh no.
I'm sorry.
That's fine.
How did you get to meet Kia?
She found me.
And your rock or your body or what?
The rock, I assume?
The rock.
How did she know it's your rock?
Well, every time I got picked up, I would speak to people, but most would get scared. She didn't.
Why did you pick a random rock?
I think she might have had an idea what it was.
Yes, I can see magic. I knew something was up with it. And I know I can't be mind control, so I have nothing to fear from her. On the contrary, it has told me some very valuable information. You can hear everything outside.
Ah. Very
Yes, I told her everything I've learned in these 57 years.
Did you hear many people?
I heard that there's someone turning elves into drow. I heard that the tieflings are getting together with the drow to make the kingdom of the sun against the elves and the Genasi, but the Genasi were already killed.
Nyx cocks her head. Drought? She kind of looks so.
I think they're elves that are gray.
Oh.
They are recruiting, and they want these monsters that Kia kills to be their armies, their front armies, and conquer a lot of places.
I can understand why. Don't you that the one end of the arm is not the killing, obviously.
That's why I helped Kia to find them and kill them.
Ah. Is it you who tracks them?
She's like, no, I tracked them. But based on his information, I know more or less where they've been going to.
That's good.
Yeah. But I've been with Kia for a while now, so my information is starting to dwindle. Can you show me my mother?
He looks at Nix that had the book.
Of course. Looks her up. The page with Kuro on it.
Why is it gray?
Looks towards Cinder.
Why is it what?
I'm trying to remember. Uh,
Why is it gray?
We know what kind of have around. Because, Cinder, do you want to explain why her image has faded a bit? What happened to his mother? Your
Something
patron?
I don't
happened
know.
to my mom.
Oh, dear Lord.
Nah.
Well, oh, this isn't going to be easy. Your mother was talking with me in a vision, and she said that she would be going away for a time and that she would come back eventually.
Oh, okay.
From what I heard, she is helping Cinder. And she's gone away for a while.
Well, I hope she comes back soon. I know they've been looking for me.
Perhaps if the lady agrees, I can take you with me, and when I see your mother, give you to her.
You see they look at each other.
I don't think that would be possible. Kia swore to protect me until she finds mom. Or the gentleman that saved me.
Well, again, we're connected to your mom and the gentleman, which is known as Dylan.
I'll try to remember that.
She goes, well, if Kia is not going to part with you, Kia, where are you heading next? Are there still more around?
Oh yes. I think Hua would be either destroyed or demolished. But no one is doing that, so that's where they gather. It's my next destination.
Well, I wish you your best of luck. We're heading the other way.
Yes, you have your own. She looks at the child. Business.
Yes, business.
May I ask you, milady, have you ever seen or heard of a creature that looks like a snake and speaks and wears a amulet on its chest?
No, but if it's anything like a snake, it must be connected to the Yuan Ti, and I will stay well clear of that for now. But if you don't know about the war, do you at least know about the prophecy?
There's a what?
No. Yeah.
Well,
There is
don't hurt our
prophecy.
feelings or anything.
There is a prophecy. It's said to have to do with what is happening at the moment.
I am the black child of a white father, a wingless bird, flying even to the clouds of heaven. Does that sound familiar?
No.
Okay, then I got nothing.
Her eyes go red again, and she said, when the four greatest nations fall, the dark spirits will attempt to free the seas. The crystal will crack, but it will not lose. If the serpent dies in waste, then the dusk shall fall. But beware the fair, for their prickly nature shall be your doom.
Wait. Have we heard this before? And I get that in text, or...
You can write it, I can repeat it.
Great.
We gotta
Slowly.
write it. Can't you just copy it over to us?
It's on notes.
When the four great nations fall, the dark spirits will attempt to free the seas. The crystal will
To fill the seas.
free
Free.
the seas.
Crystal will crack.
The crystal will crack, but will not lose.
Will not what?
Lose. Can I continue? If the serpent dries in waste, then dusk shall fall.
Dusk with a K?
Yeah.
No.
Serpent dries.
Dries in waste, then the dusk shall fall. But beware the fair, for their prickly nature shall be your doom.
The fair.
Yes, the fair. Like the pretty. The fair.
Shall be
Your doom.
your doom.
That the last line?
Yes. She then turns. There is, however, some part of it that hath been lost in time. That breath helped me recover.
Oh no.
You must bring forth the women and the wings out of the rock.
The women?
Yes, you must bring forth the women and the wings out of the rock. For only together can you step into the darkness and restore the crystal.
Excuse me.
You repeat the last bit, please.
You must bring forth the women and the wings out of the rock. For only together can you step into the darkness and stop
Restore the
Right.
crystal.
and restore the crystal. I couldn't read for a second.
For
Wow.
only together can you step into the darkness and restore the crystal.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
All of you know that there is a very common expression throughout the lands called when the crystal cracks.
Yes.
Uh,
I feel like we wrote that one down somewhere.
yes,
Yeah.
when the crystal cracks means the doomsday. All of you grew up in the Seven Cities? So, no, actually, Nyx, you would not know that one. When the crystal cracks is not
expression
an
you
expression you'd know, is when the fourth fall. Is
Awful.
also refers to the doomsday.
When the crystal cracks brings the doomsday?
No, so when the crystal cracks is an expression for like the doomsday. You can say, "Oh yeah, I'll do that when the crystal cracks." That's kind of like the end of the line. It doesn't.
Okay.
It's not gonna
So
happen.
this is the doomsday prophecy.
When she said
Mm.
the way she said it, and based on what you know, that's what it sounds like.
So this is the doomsday sort of prophecy?
I believe it's to try to avoid it. I
Sounds
haven't
like it-
figured it out.
Well, I'm not gonna figure it out either. I'm just gonna do what I do. But the serpent might refer to that purple thing that he's on about.
Yes. stay clear, as I said.
But it don't think it was in waste. Was it in waste, Cinder?
As in the
The wasteland?
yeah.
If the serpent dries in waste. The only thing I can think of is food.
I mean, wastelands is a good assumption that nobody can get through wastelands. So.
And dusk shall fall. That I'm guessing dusk's falling is that.
I don't know. I haven't fully understood if that is a reference to the kingdom of the sun. I hope so.
Oh, that's quite smart.
That's as far as I figured out. It is more of a hopeful assumption. That's
Is
mine.
the kingdom of the sun not a four great nation?
I have no idea what the four great nations refers to, but Kingdom of the Sun is not even its own country.
Ah.
It just started out, and it needs to be quenched before it spreads too much.
Is that bad? I don't know any bad.
You see, she pulls out a map, and it's moving. The map moves,
Okay.
and she points, and you see that it's a map of the entirety of Methis. Neither of you have ever seen this. It's basically what this map you're on as players looks like, but it has like moving. Like it's magical. It
Yeah.
moves.
The passage
And-
of time.
Yes.
Cow cover.
And you see, she points at this area.
Yes.
Do you see how the black earth spreads from it?
I do.
Soon there will be all of Methis.
Is that the kingdom of the sun?
Indeed.
So they're not spreading sunlight then?
No, ironic, isn't
Yes. I guess so. But
They
I'm guessing it's
say-
coming from the wastes then if it's that close.
it? No, they cannot spread towards it. Nobody can.
No.
They were part of this, and she points at this kingdom. They were under the House Amethir's rule of the Federation of Bologna. But when the princess killed her father and took his place, she lost a lot of power. A
Well,
lot
I
of
understand
support.
why. Right.
Surprising actually. He was destroying the kingdom,
Oh.
but he had a lot of followers who agreed with his vision.
Method.
Oh.
Yes, it is a recent development that there is now a queen ruling him. She's not managing the war very well.
Ah.
I understand her intentions, but she doesn't like to strike first.
Next, this is ringing a bell. Sick mentioned the princess. Like Sick became the princess at one point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, the journey we go, most.
Yes, you may continue on your journey. I see you travel light.
Unfortunately, we had a bit of an issue with a mob.
We're low on food.
Is that why you know little of the world around you?
The mob? I wouldn't say so. I feel like there was just a one-day sort of situation.
Breath yanks at Mia's clothes and she goes, Fine, fine. They say they are your mother's disciples. She pulls out a pack of rations and hands it to you.
Ah, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Nexus, don't eat this whole.
Next,
Like-
like,
Next looks at him.
Like one pack of rations for one day for one person?
No, like a pack of 10.
Oh, okay.
So it would be 3 days for the three of you. Well, the four of you with the kid if he doesn't need much. It'd be enough for 3 days. So it will last you till you get to Lake Seka.
Well, thank you very much.
Peanuts.
As long as it lasts me till I level.
She looks at Breath and says, well, I must be on my way too. I don't want to lose their scent.
You can smell that they're that bad.
Her eyes grow red again. Yes.
I'm sorry, Nexus.
She looks up. Nix looks up. Like, I'm sorry that you have to do this on your own. I mean, in the circumstances, I might have offered our help, but we are in a bit of a time crunch.
No worries. You'll be able to help if you make sure that everybody, as many people as possible, know what is happening. Too many people are trying to keep this war in the wraps. It will do everybody no good. They're recruiting actively.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll spread the word then.
She nods. And she starts packing into this bag of holding, this warm stones.
How many of them do you have?
It's like a
She's like a stack.
10, like a stack, yeah.
Why
So
does she need
9
so
now.
many?
Because
Wow,
they
we
make
sh-
the effect fireplace.
We
put
should
some
stuff
away.
our kid into a bag like that.
Oh yeah, you could find one then.
She puts the bag on her, like, back on, hanging from her belt. Picks up the stone with Breath that she had put on the floor. Breath says, bye everyone! And disappears back into the
Bye.
stone. She puts it in her pocket.
Best of luck.
She goes up to, she nods. For yourselves too. And then she goes up to Nexus as she starts to walk away and takes a long sniff. I will remember your scent when you fully transform. I will come for you. And she will walk away.
You
Next
should go with her,
stand.
Nexus.
Protect her, like.
Nexus is just like,
I think that was a suggestion for a date.
Nix Nix
taken.
Nix pats his hand like she goes, hey.
What?
She goes, it's not gonna happen.
Cinder's off to his side saying, it's
Good.
gonna happen.
She goes, no, she's being serious, like, look at me.
Be afraid.
Nexus. It's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna let it happen. I'm gonna help you.
It might happen for other reasons. I might die to my mother's hands and
Well, I'm here to help you with the disease, or the curse, not with your mother.
I'm very glad you're going to see her.
You are not escaping seeing my mother with me.
Oh, yes, I am.
Oh no, you're not.
I'm
Oh, yes,
sure your
I am.
mother is quite nice.
Yes, she's delightful when she's not angry.
Yes.
Well, don't make her angry.
You try not to, I think is the point.
Well, she knew I left to get the money for her healing.
Oh, wait. Did you? Wait, you did what?
Well, I told her I left to go get money for her healing.
For your mother's healing?
Remember the fight? She was dying. She wasn't recovering well.
I don't remember that. Do I know that?
You remember that there was a big fight, yeah?
How long
Remember
ago
how-
was that, Nexus?
About a month ago.
You're gonna get
Yeah, she's dead.
Oh no, I spent the money.
Oh, alright.
That's, I got this for the trial. They gave me the money. I sent the money.
Ah.
But I haven't returned yet. If she's recovered, I am definitely gonna get my ass whooped.
Oh, yes. And I will not be there to witness it.
Where do you
I'd
think
like
my
to
mom has
see it.
for me?
Uh,
She's most likely at your house there.
oh, no, she's not.
Hmm.
There's no reason why she'd go near my house.
Where is your house, Lorcan?
What? I just hope your mom hasn't turned on my mom.
Why are you looking sideways at us?
You two are just
We're friends.
don't know
Let's
what
get
to
on.
make of you both. Because you're both fearsome warriors, yet you're afraid of your mothers. She kind of looks at
You wait. You wait. And it's one mother that we're afraid of. Mine are perfectly sane.
Well, until the day we showed the tattoos we got.
I'd say that's more my father than my mother.
You still got a whooping.
No, I got an earache. There's a difference. You got the whooping.
Right.
And then I got a secondary whooping from his mother.
Yeah. That was funny.
Oh, really? Thanks.
We're gonna meet
Right?
their mothers, and they'll be like these
Me
itty
too.
bitty old ladies.
Yeah, they're like the nicest old ladies ever. Oh my God.
They hit them with their bags.
Yeah. One with a
Um,
broom. Go pick a
how we
switch off the
doing?
tree.
Yes. Not that I want to get there any quicker, but yes, let's go.
Yeah. The kid is like,
Yes, we'll get some candy from the store for you.
thanks.
It has to be your blue candy, though, not our red.
Okay. Do you know where the pretty gentleman is?
Pretty gentleman?
Yeah, his scales are like shiny.
We should talk about the crystal dragonborn.
Are you talking about...
Are you talking about the crystal one?
Yeah, he was the one that my mom worked for.
Oh, you gonna go with me?
You handle this one, Nix.
That's your turn.
Did you know his name?
No, I don't remember.
Oh, of course. What happened to
She-
convenient?
She Nix leans forward and she looks at him. And goes, I'm so sorry. I forgot. The pretty gentleman has gone away, and he's not coming back.
Is my mom gone with him?
Oh, my heart!
Okay.
Yeah, they're dead.
My dad will be upset. He didn't want mom to go on this trip, and he didn't want mom to take me. But they fought. He left, so she had to.
Is your father's back in?
Yeah, he lives in the. He always made me remember. On the inner wall district.
Larkin, you know that the inner wall is. It's for the council members.
His father's a council member?
Or a servant of one.
Oh.
His mother worked for the board.
And this guy's a council member.
Or a family of one.
Did he have a crest on? I need to go back and check.
You have the list of names.
Maybe on.
Yeah.
Would it say council member?
No.
Be
There's,
helpful.
there's no.
Just a name badge.
No, there's no council member names. You know who the 7 representatives
What's
are?
the top name on the list? Most important people are usually at the top of the list.
Correct, but you know the 7 council masters, the council lords, and you don't recognize any of their names there.
Or second name?
No, so there is a council of 7. The current council of 7, you don't see their names on that list.
Well, let's just continue. We'll sort this out when we get.
But I can give you the name of the crystal dragon ball, or what do you think would be the crystal one, given that it's at the top of the list.
Sure.
So his name was, I have it on my notes, 1 second. Idris Yorsh. Jesus, why did I give that name? Versace.
Time it, please.
I am
Your Sashi.
Yorsashi.
Your Sashi. Ooh.
Yorsashi. Idris Yorsashi.
Okay.
You also don't recognize the last name. So if he is a lordling, it must be of the lesser family.
Well, shall we head on off?
Yes, let's.
Is it gonna be long? I remember it took a while for us to get here.
This'll take a few days, I reckon.
Okay.
You
Just
just.
you ride your dog.
You hang out with Clarence, and we shall get we'll get there. She Nix has a stroke. We'll get you there in due time.
I will go find your father.
I am
You
your
just
father.
be mad at mommy.
Oh, we'll find him.
Okay.
You'll need to.
Shouldn't we tell the kid his
Yeah.
parents are dead?
That's
Just seems wrong not to tell him. He's got to grow up sooner or later.
He's only 3.
We're getting back to his father
That's the
first.
same
and
as
then-
6 for us. He's ready to get a job.
Shakes her head, Cinder.
Get a job. Wow.
You see Nexus stars towering over Cinder. It looks at Nyx. He pulls out the great axe, looks at Nyx for permission.
She.
Not a word.
Angrily puts it back.
Yeah, she looks at Cinder. Now, don't you go saying anything else to him. It's up to his father to tell
And
him.
no removal of the eye patch.
Why not?
With that, as you are on your way, we are going to leave it there. And we will see what everybody gets up to next time.
Aye.
Be sure to join our Discord, and you can watch Lost Dwarves tomorrow morning at... What time's that start?
9 a.m. EST.
9 a.m. Oh, great.
The link is now on the chat.
Just doing that.
Also, if you want to try to figure out what the prophecy is about, there will be open discussion on it. I will post it, and people can start trying to figure it out on the Discord as well, on the channel for Vagabunda Games.
I like it.
So you can all try to. Obviously, the players will be responsible for the info that they sharing the info that they know that might not be available to everyone, and everyone can try and join together their heads and figure out what it is about.
Good luck, everyone.
That's good.
But thanks for watching and for supporting us. It's been a pleasure to play this game so far.
Oh yeah.
And we do have Lost Dwarfs, as Peter said. We also have Element of Chaos, another Belvedere Captain Crit game on 10 a.m. EST on Friday. And I believe for this week, that is it. So check it out, but there might be a few citizens that you saw the trailer at the beginning of the stream happening every now and then, and that those anybody can join in at any time. So if you're interested and want to play, join our link, our Discord, and Thanks, everyone.
I
Appreciate it.
think Strahd
Cheers.
returns Sunday.
I don't think it's this Sunday. It's next Sunday.
Oh, okay. Bummer.
All
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.